letting people know, like, now I can explain decisions I made with a clear head. You know what I'm saying? Like, back then, I really didn't know shit. I was just trying shit out, so I shouldn't have been so vocal about it.
Iman Shumpert had to make a one-time 7-figure payment to Teyana. What? That's crazy. What is that about, roundabout? What do you think?
$1 million or more.
It would be like my healing chapter. I was wondering about that. A lot of wounds are being closed.
Stop scrolling, because what unfolded inside that courtroom between Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor is the kind of moment fans will be talking about for years. It wasn't just another celebrity divorce proceeding tucked away behind legal language and sealed documents. This was raw, emotional, and impossible to ignore. Cameras flashed relentlessly, whispers rippled through the room, and somewhere between legal arguments and long pauses, a side of Iman Shumpert the public rarely sees came. Pouring out, emotional, exposed, completely unguarded. Meanwhile, Teyana Taylor stood steady and composed, walking away with what insiders describe as a $10 million divorce settlement, a victory that carried far more emotional weight than its financial figure suggested. For years, Iman and Teyana were viewed as one of the culture's most admired power couples. They appeared to have it all: chemistry, creative synergy, a shared public image, and a family that felt solid and aspirational. From red carpet appearances to social media moments, they presented a united front that many fans believed was unbreakable. But, as is often the case, what looked flawless on the outside hid cracks beneath the surface. Friends and insiders now say that behind closed doors, the relationship was carrying far more strain than anyone realized. Fame has a way of amplifying pressure. Add money, public expectations, career demands, and constant scrutiny, and even strong relationships can fracture. Over time, those fractures reportedly deepened into emotional distance, unresolved disagreements, and quiet resentments. By the time divorce proceedings began, the situation was no longer just about separating assets. It was about untangling years of shared life, unspoken pain, and emotional exhaustion. Courtrooms have a way of stripping away pretense. And according to those present, the atmosphere that day was intense from the moment both parties walked in. Family members and close friends filled the benches. Lawyers sat prepared, papers neatly arranged, ready to argue figures and terms. Cameras captured every movement, every glance, every breath. The tension was thick, almost suffocating, and it was clear that this was not going to be a quiet procedural day. While the reported $10 million settlement made headlines, insiders insist the real battle wasn't about money alone. Control, emotional validation, and closure were all at stake. For Teyana, sources say the settlement symbolized far more than financial security. It represented independence, a reclaiming of her voice, proof that she could walk away with dignity, strength, and control over her future. For Iman, the stakes were deeply personal. The courtroom became a place where reality set in all at once. Witnesses described the moment Iman Shumpert broke down as shocking and deeply human. The emotion didn't arrive gradually. It hit him all at once. This wasn't simply about losing money or finalizing paperwork. It was about watching a life he believed was secure unravel in real time. It was about confronting the loss of a partnership, shared dreams, and the future he once imagined. Tears, long silences, visible frustration, and moments where he struggled to regain composure left the room stunned. People who had only ever known Iman as confident, composed, and unshakable were suddenly confronted with his vulnerability. In that courtroom, he wasn't an athlete, a public figure, or part of a power couple. He was a man grappling with heartbreak under the harshest spotlight imaginable. Fame couldn't protect him from that moment, and success couldn't shield him from the emotional weight of finality. In stark contrast stood Teyana Taylor, calm, poised, grounded. She didn't raise her voice or allow her emotions to spill. Outward, she listened carefully, followed the proceedings, and maintained a presence that many described as quietly powerful. Friends say her composure wasn't coldness or arrogance. It was strength built over years of navigating pressure, protecting her peace, and making difficult decisions behind the scenes. The settlement, insiders say, marked a personal triumph for Teyana. Not because of the number attached to it, but because it symbolized autonomy. It was a declaration that she would not be minimized or overshadowed. Her energy in the courtroom reflected a woman fully aware of her worth and unwilling to compromise it. That steady presence only highlighted Iman's visible emotional struggle, creating a powerful and unforgettable contrast. News of the courtroom moment spread quickly, and social media erupted almost instantly. Fans flooded timelines with reactions, analysis, and emotional commentary. Some expressed deep sympathy for Iman, noting how painful and public his breakdown appeared. Others celebrated Teyana, praising her resilience, her grace, and her determination to secure a future on her own terms. Hashtags trended, debates ignited, and comment sections filled with emotion as people took sides or tried to make sense of what they'd witnessed. Behind the scenes, industry insiders say the outcome shifted perceptions as well. Celebrities, colleagues, and influencers reportedly took note, quietly reassessing how they viewed both Iman and Teyana. For years, the public had seen a flawless duo. That courtroom shattered the illusion and reminded everyone that public images rarely tell the full story. The emotional impact didn't end when court adjourned. Sources say the weight of the moment lingered for both parties. For Iman, it became a period of reckoning, accepting not just financial loss, but the loss of partnership, routine, and shared identity. For Teyana, it marked the beginning of a new chapter, one centered on freedom, self-direction, and emotional clarity. Friends close to both sides believe this moment may be the true turning point. While some fans continue to hope for reconciliation, insiders suggest that what happened in that courtroom signaled a definitive ending. A line crossed, a chapter closed. Teyana, they say, has fully moved on, while Iman is left to process what that reality means for him. What makes this story resonate so deeply is its humanity. Celebrities are often viewed through curated images, red carpet appearances, and carefully worded interviews. But moments like this peel back the curtain. Seeing Iman Shumpert break down isn't about spectacle or judgment. It's about witnessing the emotional cost of love, ambition, and high-stakes relationships played out in public. For Teyana, insiders say this victory is far more than a legal win. It's the start of a life unburdened by lingering disputes and unresolved tension. It gives her space to breathe, to prioritize her children, to rebuild daily life on her terms, and to focus on her career without emotional weight dragging behind her. Fans who have followed her journey see a woman who endured quietly, navigated scrutiny, and emerged with clarity and control. Yet questions remain, especially around Iman. How does someone heal after such a public unraveling? How do you process pain when it's dissected by strangers online? There are no easy answers. Healing doesn't follow a schedule, and closure doesn't arrive neatly packaged. For Iman, this moment may become one of reflection, growth, and difficult self-examination. As the public continues to watch, every reaction and silence becomes part of the narrative. This isn't just about a court ruling. It's about life after love, about navigating identity when a chapter ends under a spotlight, and about reclaiming oneself when the world is watching. The $10 million settlement is more than a number. It represents closure, validation, and a new beginning for Teyana. And Iman's emotional breakdown serves as a reminder that even the strongest-looking people can be deeply affected by loss. No matter what comes next, that courtroom moment will be remembered as raw, emotional, and historic. A day when masks fell, reality set in, and two lives visibly moved in different directions. One walked away with freedom and clarity. The other was left to grieve what was lost. And the world watched, reminded once again that behind fame and fortune, human emotion always tells the real story.